Hey guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to just do a quick updated self-tanning routine. A lot of you have been asking and well, I just wanted to update you really quick because for the longest time I wasn't self-tanning because it was kind of cold outside, and if I wanted to just have a darker looking appearance I could just fake my tan with makeup, but I can only really get away with doing that when it's cold outside and I'm not showing so much skin. But in the warmer months I do get into more of a self-tanning routine, and when it's summer out I like to have my hand color look a little more closer to my body and face color than in the winter months. Like in the winter my face is so tan and then my hands are so white, so I try to keep my hands away from my face when I fake it with makeup. But in the summer, like I said, just a lot more skin is showing, so we want to make sure we're the same color all over our bodies. As you can see, I am freshly self-tanned. I just really want to talk to you about the products that I use to achieve this self-tan because it's pretty basic to apply self-tanner. Like you rub it on and you wait 6 to 8 hours. I want to talk about the $1 Million Tan Mermaid Mousse Extreme, which is how I got this beautiful sun-kissed glow. I love $1 Million Tan. I've been using $1 Million Tan for pretty much ever since I've been on YouTube. Like my first $1 Million Tan video I had like red hair, so you know I've been using it for a long time. I've tried all of them. I've tried the Cabana Tan, which is just like the lotion, the white lotion that you rub all over yourself. I like that one for like when you're like in a rush and you just want to slap on some self-tanner because it's so easy. It's like mistake proof, even though that one doesn't have a color guard, which if you don't know what a color guard is on a self-tanner, it's just when you're applying the self-tanner and it has like a cosmetic bronzer in it so you can see where you're applying it. The Cabana Tan lotion doesn't have that, but it's still a great self-tanner, like I said, when you're in a rush. I didn't mean to just flick you guys off. And I've also used the Tan Icon, which is like the spray version, and then like you whip it into yourself. That one takes a little more time, and I probably wouldn't even use that one anymore because the Mermaid Mousse is just so easy to use. So this is the Mermaid Mousse Extreme, and like I said, it's a mousse, so it's gonna come out airy and beautiful and like caramelly. So this one does have a color guard in it, so you will see the color as you're applying it, which I like because most of the time I will usually miss an area right around here. So that's why I like to see the color guard so I know where I'm applying the color. It will just help you in the long run if you can see what you're doing. This is the extreme version, so you're gonna get a little bit of a deeper, darker color. And the thing that I love most about the $1 Million Tan is it always looks like a natural tan to me. Like I never feel like I look orangey or I look too dark. Like I've used self-tanners before that made me look like I was almost purple. Like I woke up the next day and I was like, I had to get in the shower and loofah away. Even Jeremy was like, ugh. So I don't ever want to bash a company and, you know, say anything mean about them because I know just because something doesn't work for me doesn't mean it won't work for you. But I've never, ever, ever had any issues with $1 Million Tan. Something about the Mermaid Mousse too, like I think they like re-amped it up and like made it even better than it was before because I have used it before, but this time when I used it, it was like the best thing ever. I was applying it and I was like, oh my god. Oh my god. You know when you're just like talking to yourself sometimes and you don't even realize it? That was me last night giving myself a self-tan. I think what the difference was though was really the glove. So these are the two mitts and they're called the Blend Friend. They come like this. I think this is what was really making a difference. I've used mousses before and mitts like this, but something about this mitt is different. It's like a silicone mitt or something, but when you're like applying it, it's like rubbing on your skin like butter, like so smooth, like it's just blending so easily. Like I was so excited for this. I was like, I want to put everything on like this because this glove just made it so easy. So this is the body mitt and this is the face mitt. I like to use the Mermaid Mousse Extreme face if I do self-tan my face, which is on a very, very rare occasion. I just wanted to do it for the video so that I looked all over tan, but because I wash and exfoliate my face so much, usually the self-tan on my face is gone within like a day or two. But I do like to use the face one just because it's formulated with more good things for your face than just the body one. This one is going to hydrate your skin, it's going to protect it from UV damage, it's going to give you a little bit of a tightening effect to your face. So if you're going, you can totally use this one on your face if you want to. This one is just going to prevent any breakouts, you're not going to clog your pores or anything like that. And you get to use this cute little baby face mitt, which is so cute, and they're so padded and squishy. Like if you've ever used one of these mitts like that come with other self-tanning mousses, they don't hold a candle in the wind to these. Like these are just so gushy and thick, and they just make it so easy to apply to your skin. And what I do when I'm tanning my hands, so I have some product in here. I work it all over my arm, avoiding my hand for the most part, and then when I'm completely done, I'll just quickly run over my hand with whatever's left on the mitt, just so that my hands are tan and kind of match the rest of me, but they're not like super tan, super orange, and they don't have like a lot of, you know what I'm talking about. When you've ever self-tanned, you can kind of mess it up around these parts of your hand. But the $1 Million Mousse is like butter. It just blends so easily into your skin, and it just gives you this beautiful, natural, golden looking glow, and the color is buildable. So if you liked how your color was, but you want it to be even darker, you could wait a day, redo it, and you'd have an even darker tan. I love self-tanners that are buildable so that you can achieve the color that you want to achieve. I do believe the Mermaid Mousse comes in the non-extreme form, which is for our lighter girls out there who don't want to be, you know, 15 shades darker than their natural skin tone. But this is what I'm comfortable with, like being this color tan. This shade of tan, this color tan. So I always use the extreme products from all their line, whether it be the Tan Icon, the Cabana Tan, or the Mermaid Mousse. I'm about that extreme life. I love it. It's my favorite. I've been using $1 Million Tan for years and years and years. I don't think anything is better in my opinion, and I've tried a ton of self-tanners, always looking for the best one, and I always end up going back to $1 Million Tan. It really did only take me about 10 minutes to do my entire body, which was really good. It sinks into your skin really quickly, and it just dries really quickly. I always self-tan before I go to bed at night because you want the color to develop, and it takes about 6 to 8 hours, and you don't want to do anything in between those 6 to 8 hours where you're sweating. So the best thing to do is apply it right before you go to sleep, so you're sleeping and you wake up just like a bronzed goddess. Most of the time self-tanners get like really sticky right here for me, or really sticky like in my neck area. This one doesn't have any stickiness. After the 6 to 8 hours, you want to take a shower just to rinse off the cosmetic bronzer so it's not going to get on your clothes. And the best thing is it's never uneven. Like even when I think, oh no, I think I missed that spot there, when I look at it in the morning, it always just looks so smooth, so even, never patchy. I like the way that it fades on me. The color will last on you about a week or so. As always, before a self-tan, you want to shower, shave, and exfoliate just to make sure you have nice, fresh skin, because if you don't shave, you're gonna have to shave the next day probably, and then you're just gonna like shave off and exfoliate your tan off faster than it should be. Always make sure to stay moisturized when you're self-tanning, because that's gonna prolong your self-tan a little longer, and it's going to help your self-tanner fade more evenly than fade patchy. You can get the Blend Friend with the $1 Million Tan, which is just a barrier oil if you have a little bit of dryness or patchy areas. You can spray it on these areas like your elbows, your knees, around your ankles. You can do a little on your knuckles, on your toes. It's just going to help prevent the self-tanner from collecting on those dry areas. But if you shave, exfoliate, and shower beforehand, I didn't even use it, and I go all over my elbows, my knees, my feet, my knuckles, everything, and I never have an issue with it like holding on to those areas. So you can use the Blend Friend. I'm sorry, I have something in my eyeball. You can use the Blend Friend if you feel like it's necessary, but honestly, I don't even use it because I just think the self-tanner is so great and hydrating that I don't feel the need to put it on like drier areas of my body. Just want you to see how like even everything looks. Like it's not patchy whatsoever. Before we go, I know somebody will ask, why don't you just lay out in the sun because you live in Florida and get a natural tan? Well, I'd rather just self-tan if I want to have a little bit of a darker complexion, as opposed to laying out, aging my skin prematurely, and taking the chance of getting skin cancer, because the UV rays are so dangerous. They get more dangerous every single day. So just be aware of that. I always recommend self-tanning as opposed to going to the tanning bed or going to the beach. Like, I love the beach, but if you go to the beach, put on SPF like 100. Protect your skin. It's all you're gonna have, and sun is really damaging to all that goodness. So just be aware, because usually when I do self-tanning videos, people are like, why don't you just lay out by your pool? And I'm like, no. So that is it for this video. I don't think I have anything else to say except I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I will talk to you guys soon.